Hey everyone, it's SpursRail96 here. Welcome to another Train Sim World 4 live stream. Hope you're doing well out there, wherever you are around the world. And I've had a good start to another week in 2024. So yeah, for today's stream, we will be continuing the North American theme, as it were, I should say. We're taking a look at a freight-heavy route, the iconic Sherman Hill, in going from Cheyenne to Laramie, Wyoming. So let's get into the journey mode and have some fun. Over the hills and far away. Your first rodeo, we'll do, I think, an intermodal service, which will go from Laramie Yard to Hermosa. So let's do that one and get rocking and rolling. It's been a very long time since I've been on Sherman Hill. Right, we're in an SD70 ACE. So let's just check all the switches are in the right positions. Engine run, generator field, fuel pump is on, headlights to dim, inverse to the forward position. Put the banking comm on. Sounds windy outside too, for good measure. Right, let's go to the fuse cabinet. The EAD fuse, cab signal fuse. Surprised it isn't on already. There we go. Don't need to mess around with any of these. Maintenance light, I'll put it on anyway. Sit back in the chair. Let's take a look at the engineer's main screen. Main menu? Nope. More options. Let's increase that brightness for starters. Don't know why it's set at 15%. Operator controls. Lead, cut in, there we go. I'll eat the brightness up of that screen too. I have one screen at 100% brightness, when you can have both of them. Okay. Alright, so here we are at Laramie Yard to be precise. This route looks so much better with the Train Sim World free time of day system, you know, lighting, cloud tech, weather, etc. So we've got 4 ST70 ACEs and a very, very, very long train of containers, and then at the back I imagine we've got another couple of SD70 ACEs at the back providing some assistance. So yeah, I think we should get going. Set the throttle to 5 and we can get going. We're not moving for some reason. Oh yeah, the brakes are still cutting in. Oopsie daisy. turn the throttle off. Maybe we should wait. I think that's a good decision. I think I best wait. Oh dear God, you could tell I'm very rusty on this route. That's for sure. But yeah, in terms of Sherman Hill, the route itself is one of the most iconic, certainly one of the most famous Union Pacific railroads in the western United States. And obviously very well known for big boy hauling massive freight trains. I think there was one statistic where Big Boy was able to haul a 5.5 mile long freight train, which is just ridiculous to me. That's just crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, as far as the Train Sim World version of Sherman Hill, it's 58 miles or nearly 60 miles from Cheyenne to Laramie, Wyoming. You get the ST70 ACE diesel electric locomotive and the ST40-2 for freight work and some local operations as well as yard work. You get lots of freight cars to play with, so you could do automotive. I don't know if can you do coal. I didn't actually, not sure of coal. But you could do intermodal, which is the main portion of freight that goes over Sherman Hill. It's got, I think you could do it's got box cars, reefer cars, auto racks, covered hoppers, tank cars, so oil, ethanol. I think you could do coal as well, because it says on the key features of this route it comes with BEFCON 2 coal hoppers. And yeah, you get 5 scenarios, as well as the timetable, which we're doing. But what's pretty cool is that some freight trains do get to go down this stretch of line, where there's a little local industry there as well. And it's quite interesting because it has a lot of undulations in its nature, within the landscape, so that's quite cool. But most of the time, you'll be doing freight trains that go on this track here. So that's Hermosa there. That's where we'll be ending the service, and then I presume the freight train will then carry on going on that bit of track there. Over here is Cheyenne, the world famous home of Union Pacific. So yeah, we've got 16 miles to go until Hermosa. For some reason, the red icon on the HUD there indicating that I've got the brakes on and that I shouldn't have the throttle on, but it's working okay for me. Bizarre. How many have we got? We've got 100 auto racks or containers. That's a lot of containers. Is it Dovetail's best? Is it the best freight route in the game? Not really. So the scenery is a little bit undercooked. All good timing here. We've got a freight train that's just coming up, about to pass us, so that'll be quite cool. Looks like grain or something. It's been transported to Laramie. Actually, whoop, don't restart. I've just remembered, always turn the motion blur on. There we go, it's better. I mean, in terms of the ST70 ACE, I do prefer it to the, the AC 4400 CW. I just like the fact it sounds different, compared to the crummy sounds of the AC 4400 CW in the game. The ST70 ACE uses the same sound package of the BL Class 66 because it has the same power unit of a Class 66 freight locomotive. The speed limit has changed to 40 miles per hour. We can go for it. There's the helper pair at the back. And while we're still soldiering on. I mean, 0.8% on these kind of US freight routes is nothing. There are some gradients that are as steep as I think 1 or 2 or 3.5%. It was a weird container that just went past. It was like in German flag colours. Very odd. But the fact that we've got such a long intermodal train, it makes 0.8% feel like the toughest challenge you're going to encounter. That's for sure. And it's only going to get steeper. Going downhill, oh, that's going to be a challenge. Oh, something's gone wrong. Train's slowing down. Oh boy. Oh, I did something bad. Oh no. I broke something and I wasn't even in the cab. Oh bloody hell. Hang on. Is it that fuse again? Yeah, it's the EDA fuse. Maybe best leave the EDA fuse off. Right, now we got to get moving. It's a nice little shot. There's an invisible wall at the side of the track. It doesn't want me to go much further. That's a shame. Yeah, the scenery is a little bit undercooked. I mean, it's mostly just, vast grasslands and some small little towns here and there. And I think there was a quarry nearby as well, which is hideously portrayed in Train Sim World, I must say. I don't know if that quarry still exists, but I think it does, actually. Right, let's go full power. Again, there's What's that invisible wall? I don't understand that. That's a lot of horsepower being slammed onto the trails. What you've just seen there is just over 17,000 horsepower being deployed onto the tracks. I'll just wait for the train to pass. This is probably over a mile or maybe 2 miles long. That's insane. So, throttle handle to notch 5. Here's the rear helper units. And back in the cab. Long freight train. Probably the longest train in the game, really. We've got 13 miles to go until Hermosa. I mean, you do have a variety of freight services you can do. You can go from Laramie to Hermosa. You can go from Hermosa to Cheyenne. And there was one service where I don't think I passed it. Somewhere along here. Yeah, there's one service where you can actually withdraw from the quarry and go up to not Hermosa, Laramie. Brain struggling to keep up. But yeah, I mean, I think easily you're going to get up to, well, if you do a full run from Cheyenne to Laramie, I think it's easily will take you maybe an hour and a half, maybe more. I think this route is longer than the Sandpatch Grade. Wouldn't mind having some US routes set on the eastern side of the United States. or more in the central US or southern US, rather than just all the time out west, out west, out west. I mean, California is a great state. I know, home of Hollywood and home of influencers and fame and billion pound houses and yachts and the party capital of the US and all that. But yeah, I prefer a bit of variation. When I have a route in Texas or Florida or I don't know, Chicago or Indianapolis, I don't know. A bit of variation would be nice. Like, we've had some routes in the eastern side of the United States, well, the northeast in particular, and the southwest of the western part of the United States. Now it would be good to have some routes in maybe Central America, and definitely in the south. But yeah, I mean, do I prefer Sherman Hill? Is it my favorite US freight route? It's a difficult question because if you without hardly scratching the surface, they're all pretty much basically the same. Going from point A to point B, but I do like something about what's the route called? Sandpatch grade. I just prefer it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the terrain, where it's located. I'm not sure, but that's a modern US freight route. My absolute favorite US route is no question. It's Clinchfield Railroad. I love the historic setting. The route is set in the following the rivers and the hollows through Appalachia. And the service pattern is very interesting because it's not a full service timetable. It's like tasks for you to do, tackling the different branches, branch lines, serving the different industries, which is predominantly coal, but there is some manifest freight where you go from point A to point B. There's fruit perishables, which Sherman Hill also has, and I just love the fact it's set in the late 70s, early 1980s, which I think is statistically the oldest route train sim world has portrayed so far. And we need to slow down. So yeah, Clinchfield Railroad is my absolute favourite, no doubt. We do need some locos though, badly, like a U-36C U-boat. GP7 would be welcome as well. We've got just under 10 miles to go, until Hermosa. But certainly what makes Sherman Hill stand out from the others is the fact it does have the TSW 3 and 4, lighting and cloud tech and weather system. It makes it look a little bit better, that's for sure. Would be cool if we had Big Boy though. Oh, that would be fun. Maybe we should have like a US route like the Wasatch grade on Train Sim Classic, which is set in the what is it, the 1960s, I want to say 50s maybe, where it has a combination of diesels and steam engines working together, hauling freight. That would be really cool, I think. Or the Feather River Canyon, that's another one I want to see. Now that will be good. I mean, certainly the scenery up close looks okay, but you know, from afar it just looks a little bit too bland for my liking. I mean, it's difficult because it is mostly, you know, grasslands, but a bit of desert in between. So I suppose it is difficult to portray the kind of landscape and the terrain of it, of Sherman Hill. But I reckon if someone like, you know, High Iron Simulations or some of the other, you know, third-party US train sim developers, they could probably do a better job at the scenery aspect on Sherman Hill. I mean, earlier I was watching a really interesting video series on Train Sim Classic on the Powder River Basin made by a third-party developer, and that is just fantastic. 500 miles, and the scenery at times just looks brilliant. You know, the detail is just insane for 500-mile route. Goodness me knows how long it took to develop and construct, but you know, hats off to the people who made the Powder River Basin. I don't think it's available on Steam for Train Simulator, but I think it might be available on Railworks America. I don't know. Mind you, when the video series was published, it was nearly 2 years ago. So I don't know if it's still available as we speak. We're coming up to some rock formations here. Starting to get a bit rocky. We've got just over 7 miles to go until Hermosa. I thought the signal fuse would be working. Signaling system. Safety system, I should say. I'm not too sure. I'll have to have a little peek in the fuse cabinet. Don't know if I should do it on the move though. I've turned it on, haven't I? Yeah, cab signal fuse is on. I don't know what's going on there. Have a sip of tea in a second. Yeah, but in terms of new content, you know, that's been released for Train Sim World. I mean, it's fairly well known now for viewers on my channel. But I haven't really picked up anything new for Train Sim World in quite some time, actually. The last time I picked up a DLC was on a discount. It was just after Christmas, and that was the Niedertal Barn. But I've been waiting for quite some time for just discounts to pop up, and sadly those discounts have not yet arrived. And we're nearly coming into June, you know. I mean, I can wait a few months, but you know, I've waited nearly half a year, and discounts are a bit few and far between for some bizarre reason at the moment on PlayStation as far as Train Sim World is concerned. So I may just have to, you know, when the next get paid, just unfortunately splash the cash, which Dovetail will love to hear, and probably Rivet as well, on some routes and DLCs that I currently don't have, and they pretty much are all the new ones that have been released this year, apart from Blackpool branches. So yeah, I've got quite a few I need to pick up when the next get paid. I think Blackpool branches, Bahnstrecke, Rosenheim, Salzburg, definitely 100% the Semmering Bahn. Can't wait to get my hands on that route and have a play with it. 5 circles since Rivet updated it this week, thank God. The London Overground, I think that's it. Oh yeah, and the Long Island Railroad commuter. Can't forget that one. So yeah, on the streaming side, soon we will be able to look at some brand new things. It's good to spice up the show. Well, speaking of spicing up the show, I think after I've done this run, I might actually do some switching in Cheyenne or Laramie Yard. That'll be quite fun. Change things up a little bit. We've got just under 5 miles to go until Hermosa. I've seen one grain or, I don't know, wheat train maybe, I don't know. It was the train with covered hoppers. So we will very soon seeing the other section of track joining up. We will have 3 tracks instead of 2. Set the power to maximum. I tend to keep the speed ranging from 35, 36 to the permitted speed of 40. Stopping it will be interesting. I haven't had any practice on Sherman Hill today. I literally was debating, like, which route should I stream on today? Is it going to be NEC New York Trenton? Because I did do a stream on New York Trenton, but to be frank, the attendance was so crap, I decided, no, I'll just get rid of it. So I thought I'd try Sherman Hill instead. Try something different. I haven't done a US freight route in quite some time, so it's always nice to get back into the groove of it. So the panels there on the right hand side. Or is that just fences to a field? Might be the latter actually. No, it looks like solar panels. Unless they're just barbed wire fences. Stop the animals getting in onto the railway. Choose the speed. We've got a yellow signal coming up shortly. Just over 3 miles to go until Hermosa. We'll have a sip of tea actually. I'm getting parched. Oh, lovely. Wonderful. Nice cup of tea there. Only had a few sips. More to come. 3 miles to go until Hermosa. Weather's been beautiful here in the UK. Past couple of weeks, it's been surprisingly warm yesterday and today. Thankfully, it's my day off today, so that's all right. Yeah, the reason I also wanted to address the reason why I can't stream on Sundays for the moment is my schedule has changed at work. So it used to be streaming on Sundays and Mondays. It still is the same. The schedule is still the same, but I was drafted in on Sunday. Well, yesterday. At the last minute, so yeah, when I got home from work last night I was just absolutely shattered, and I think the last thing I wanted to do was do a stream on Transit World. I just wanted to get to bed, to be honest with you. But I am able to still stream on Mondays, which is good. So I'm, then recovered and from work and in peak physical and mental condition to do streams. Coming through some little rock formations here. Ain't too bad. Like this little gorge here. Well, up close they don't look great. From a distance it's not too bad. It's interesting because Cheyenne Pass and Sherman Hill in a way are kind of similar. Route topography wise. Cheyenne Pass is good, I must say. It's not 100% fantastic, it's not brilliant, but it isn't too bad. Especially, you know, as far as dovetail is concerned. But I do like Sherman Hill. There's the track number 3 down there, about to join the main line. So we've got to find a way of stopping. I mean, we have 4 locomotives at our disposal and the helper unit, so we should be able to get this, I don't know, thousands of tons of containers to a standstill, he says. Set the speed throttle to idle. Some more life in terms of trees. We're coming up to some switches here. Yeah, the signal safety system is activated, so that's good. Right, what shall I do? Don't know whether it's a brake now or not. We are losing speed reasonably well, actually, to be honest. And that's because the brakes are applying. I've just noticed. Oh, no, now the brakes have decided to come back up. Brake pressure. Oh. Come on. There we go. Thought we were going to stall the train then and be stuck on a slight gradient. That will be embarrassing. Just come around this bend here, and there we go. I can see the brakes are starting to apply themselves. Oh, now the brake temperature's coming, brake pressure's coming back up again. It's like the signal safety system automatically applies the brakes. It's like having auto braking on racing games. Stop you going off and crashing. I suppose it's like that in a way, stopping you from going too fast and flying through a red signal. We've got just over 2,000 feet until our stop. Yeah, the distance scenery is not brilliant, let's be honest. I'll take my time here. I could just apply the power, you know, set it to maximum and then whack on the brakes, but I'm not going to do that. Hang on. Ah, there's the signal gantries, I can just see it coming into view. Now apply the brakes. Should be okay. And there we go. That's a tick of the box. Yay. Brilliant. Took me just over 41 minutes. Got a silver, I'll take that. I did pretty well, to be fair, driving wise. Stayed within the boundaries of the speed limits. Let's return to the main menu. Go on to the one of the chapters in Sherman Hill and see what else there is to do. Yeah, I'll say so. I'll say the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you've enjoyed the stream up to this point and you're liking what you see or hear, then yeah, hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, Sherman Hill. Completed that one. Excellent. Making the grade. Cheyenne to Laramie. Automotive. Coal one as well. Switching it up. That sounds like interesting. Yard switching at Cheyenne. Chemical switching. Deliver chemicals from Cheyenne Yard to Wyoming. And oil switching. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that one actually. Do some switching. Why not? I do like switching or shunting, as it is in the UK. Every time I see that loading screen, the Long Island Railroad menu, it makes me think, oh wow, Dovetail finally was bothered to do a manual. Oh, we're going. We're moving. What? Oh, right, I was gonna say. Step lights, gauge lights. Set the cutout valve to freight. Okay. Number lights. Platform lights, we won't need the safety systems on. What we do need though is to focus on switches. Very important to check them. Sometimes they're set for you, and sometimes they're not, like that. Cloudy early morning here. Yeah, so this is a Cheyenne, huge yard. We've got the roundhouse here. Fueling point here for the locomotives. I don't know if you can actually do refueling, I'm not sure. And over here you've got the, is it the oil refinery? I think that's the oil refinery. And then over here you've got the chemical plant. As you can see, there's some tanks already there, tankers. So there's actually surprisingly quite a bit to do with this SD40-2, way more than the Cajon Pass version. But the difference with the Cajon Pass variant is that the yard switching services are ridiculously long. I think one is like nearly 2 hours long, which is just crazy to me. And you can venture out onto the main line doing some local services. I think you could do a couple of local services on this one. I think there's one delivering sand from Laramie to a nearby local business. Increase the speed a little bit more. Very strange sounds in my headset of crossing tracks, you know, going along through the points. Very odd sounds. I imagine it's been quite a while since Sherman Hill was last touched by Dovetail. Would be cool if we had an SW10, a switcher, as a freight train. That's going pretty fast actually into Laramie. Automotive service, it seems. Long automotive train, long one. I hope we don't have to switch those cars out, because there'll be a lot of switching. I'll be here all night otherwise. I think the dynamic weather is turned on, so it looks like it might actually rain. I mean, rain, that's something I haven't had myself for a couple of weeks now. Not too far from the stop marker. Let's get the independent brake ready. Right, we've got a couple up to 20 tankers, wagons, hoppers, God knows what it's going to be. Let's just set the switches to the correct positions. Good, good. Yep. And all the way back there. Right, cool. The train's already got a head start. Falling backwards already. Automotive train on the left there has finally come to a stop. So fast, goes rail. That's a good horn, man. It's rare they'll get North American horns right, but that's one of the rare exceptions. That's actually pretty decent. Not gonna lie. Speed limit's changed. Alright, so let's couple up to these 20 vehicles, whatever the hell they're gonna be. Maybe a manifest train, maybe we're making up, or coal, grain, oil, automotive, sand. I don't know. We'll find out. You can see in the distance the clock tower at Cheyenne, I should say. Apologies. I don't need to worry about the speed limit. Not yet, anyway. To get there. You know, I am up against the clock. I'll be streaming up until midnight. No thank you. God, work tomorrow. This is a freight service I actually haven't completed in the timetable. I did do a video on Cheyenne switching before, quite some time ago. It was in train symbol 2. Unless the records of me, doing those services have been wiped from the newer Train Sim World game, I'm not really too sure. There's also a little control tower with the Union Pacific logo there on the middle. You can just make out the tower there. I mean, some of these yards in the US, not like a Barstow and here in Cheyenne Yard, it's almost like the size of an airport, so no wonder we need these big control towers to monitor the situation and see what the other trains are doing. Trains come, trains go, switching in between. Tankers, they look like tankers. I can't tell. Well, maybe they're not tankers. Oh, they're hoppers. Oh, right, okay. Whoa, brake. It's a slam. Union Pacific. Coal gondolas, full with coal. Goes reasonably sharp. Where are we going now? Back to where we were before, I imagine. Right, let's take it to the entry/exit to the main yard. Excuse me. I've just noticed actually the back of the gondolas there in the Union Pacific yellow. Ooh. That's bizarre. suppose you've got to have a bit of Union Pacifically yellow on there somewhere. Unwind and relax your mental health. That's some name for a YouTube channel. Hey, how are you? Or Google account, I should say. Hey, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Welcome. Just doing some switching in Cheyenne Yard on Sherman Hill. Looks like we've got a coal train to make up. Excuse me. There's an automotive I've just caught a glimpse of, withdrawing from Cheyenne Yard. So it's pretty busy here in Cheyenne this morning. An automotive, which is actually gone now, it's disappeared. And they've got a intermodal that's just departing now from Cheyenne, going up to Laramie or Moser, wherever. We are confined to doing the local switching duties, and there's another local switcher there doing the oil. I didn't know that. He might have just actually got some from the oil refinery. Sorry, that's the chemical plant. Must be chemicals, not oil. It can't be from the oil refinery, because that's over here, and obviously he's just come from presumably the main line. Increase the pace a little bit now. Increase the pace a little bit, please. Thank you, train. A sip of tea whilst I'm at it. It's weird now that the football season has finally ended. Spurs ended the season on the triumph with a 3-0 cruise, really, against Sheffield United. Top 5, not bad. And it's an improvement. It's better than 8th. So I'm happy. Sadly, the Formula 1 apparently was a bit of a boring race. I wasn't able to watch it. I was working. But Ferrari miserably failed on their home turf, unfortunately. Never mind. It's quite cool that the animated vehicles on the roads are present and correct, so that's good. That's a bit of immersion, a bit of life to this route. Okay, we're coming up to the stop marker. Oh no, you've got to be joking. Oh no, mate. You can't do this to me. It's on the wrong bleating track. Oh, fudging hell. What can I do here? What can I do here? Oh, I've got an idea. I have an idea. Do not worry. I can fix it. We'll just, I don't know the points. Maybe you're on the right track. I'm a bit confused here. Yeah, we'll use those switches there, and we'll come onto that track there, and we'll reverse back down. Hopefully we'll be able to get onto that point there. See, this is what I should have done earlier. I mean, I said earlier about always check the points, switches before you set off to your marker point or destination, and yeah, I've gone against my own little rule there. Never mind. We've got enough track so we can get the whole train into this bit of track, and I can reverse back down. Got a few left. I've got just enough space. Come on. And that's it. There we go. Right, I don't care if it starts going downhill backwards. That's the whole point. What have we got to do? Change this point here. Just look at that little tiny squeak of room to get the whole train on before hitting a red signal. So now I can reverse, get onto that stopping point. So hop on the coal gondola, get covered in coal. What's the matter? Should be okay. I think it's best if part of the locomotive's in the stopping point rather than just stop at the... rather than immediately apply the brakes as soon as this coal gondola goes beyond the stop marker. That little creek down there on the right, yeah, it seems to be. Sugar, change the points. Otherwise it will have a derailment. Whoa, brake. Wrong one. Oh, I've missed it completely. Oh my god. I'm failing. I'm not doing a good job. That's me fired from Union Pacific. Oh my goodness, we got to go all the way down there. Wow, okay. Ugh. Right. I think these are all okay. That one needs to be there. That's fine. Let's find. I think it was. Was it this one? Was it that one? I can't remember which one. Oh no, it's quite a bit up actually. There, I think. Yeah. I think that's right. Right, let's couple up to the next set. I presume they're going to be coal gondolas. Let's hope I've set the right switch to the right position. Let's go and have a look at that tower actually whilst we're trundling to our coal gondolas. What is this? Oh, just a little... It's a big puddle, that's what it is. Local industry here. Whatever the hell it is. God, this camera movement is so slow. I wish they didn't take away the fast option. Yes, so it's quite cool. You get a... like the main road, I suppose, going over the yard. It's not an interstate, is it? Is it an interstate? Oh, it might be, I don't know. Yeah, but this is the tower here with the Union Pacific badge. Whoop, wait, whoop, wait. We're going right up to the top, are we? Oh, no, we're not. Okay, fair enough. That's pretty cool, guys. That's a decent view. Watch the trains go by. There's us there. Locomotives. reducing speed. Whoa, just fine. There we go. That's 40 gold gondolas complete. Let's uncouple the locomotives. Just a cut bar here. What are we doing? Ah, back there. Alright, fair enough. Alright. Let's not make the same mistake again as before. Let's check the switches this time. Oh, wait, there we go. That's good. No, it isn't. That's not too bad. Sounds like the engines are trying to fire up. I can hear my headset. I can hear just the audio sounds of the engine trying to fire up. It's very bizarre. I don't know why. But there we go. Speed up a little bit. I think after this service is done, I will do either oil or some chemical switching. I can't remember which one it was in the journey mode, but it's the next one will do, basically. Next set of services. Stop marker is approaching. Or we are approaching the stop marker, I should say. Turn my brain's going to sleep. There we go. Switches once more. Alright, let's go. Stick this locomotive in its little siding, and then we'll move on. Too far from the roundhouse, all the remains of it. There we go. Took me just over 34 minutes. That was longer than I thought, actually. Got a goal, that's what I like to hear. Let's return to the chapter on Sherman Hill. Okay. Switcheroo. Deliver chemicals from Cheyenne Yard to Wyoming. Deliver oil from Cheyenne Yard to the Cheyenne oil refinery. What's this one? That's sand, oil switching, and alright, we'll do chemical switching. Sounds like fun. It's a nice community screenshot there of London Underground. Bakerloo line to be exact. Deliver chemicals from Cheyenne Yard to Wyoming. Alright. Keto dead. Dependent to maximum. Number lights. Platform lights. Seem good to go. Alright. What do we have to do? Set the switches first. There's the coal gondolas that I made up earlier. Again, the weather is very dull, let's say. Roughly same time in the morning as the previous service. As far as the next stream is concerned, just check my phone a minute. Yeah, the next stream will be hopefully this Sunday. If not, the following Monday. That'll be either May the 26th or the 27th, 2024. Oops, I wasn't looking where I was going. Oh dear, I'll do it again. What was I doing? Yeah, the Jesus Christ. The next stream will be on either the 26th or the 27th of May 2024. And the next route that will be on. I'm just trying to think what is the next route actually. It will be on. It will be the New York Harlem line. That's it. Set the switches. Can't afford a derailment. Union Pacific will sack me on the spot. That's for sure. Right, let's do these step lights, gauge lights. It's all tickety boo. Headlights are set to dim. Okie doke, all good. So yeah, the American theme continues on the streaming side of things. Sorry to disappoint you, for those that are not interested in the North American content, but I do appreciate North American content as much as the UK and German or European content. And I think the next route is actually going to be another US route, the San Bernardino line, isn't it? I think, or something like that. Another route set in California. Dovetail loves California. I think I've lost count how many routes they've done in California. What did they do? Peninsula Corridor, the Antelope Valley line, Cajon Pass, San Bernardino. That's 4 routes. Go. Right, what have we got to do? Where are we going? What have we got to do? Resume coupling up to the tankers, are we? Oh no, we're going a long way around. Holy mackerel. We're going all the way down. Right, break the rules and break the speed limit. I've been chugging along at 15 miles per hour through the yard all the time. Let's do this quickly. fly down there. It's perfectly safe. Just 40 miles per hour over the speed limit. 30. There's another switcher over there. So have 2 switches here at Cheyenne. I think just 1 at Laramie. Go. We've got a couple to 8s, presumably tankers. Pretty fast and furious stuff here. Grabbing the switcher by the scruff of the neck and getting on with it. Brakes. Wyoming siding number 5, which is all the way down there. That's the chemical plant. So we need to change cabs to work. So we're just going to go backwards. Switches. Say all of it was nearly tickety-boo, unfortunately not. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. It's good, it's good. On the main line very briefly, we've got another train that's coming into Cheyenne. That's probably another automotive or maybe an oil train. Pick up the pace. speed limit will increase to 20 and then it will go down briefly to 15. I think we do have to wait for clearance onto the main line. It's a bit of a pain. So judging by how slow we're going, train coming in might be gone. Well, that's the idea. There's the train in the distance just coming into Cheyenne now. Looks to be a grain train of some sort. It's pretty busy here at Cheyenne. Unfortunately, you have to wait until the grain train is gone. Okay, right, we'll just wait for this grain train to pass. Slowing down, there's the rear units. I'll be given the wrong one. The camera, thank you. There's the rear units. Quite a reasonably busy timetable. I don't know what the numbers are, but it seems reasonably busy, especially down at Cheyenne at this time of the morning in the game. Right, now on to the main line. Open up the taps a bit more. Big loop there. Some signings there as well. Let's go, go, go. racing the road. There's any crossing gates there, just traffic lights. Right, Wyoming Yard is just under 4 miles away. I'll have to have a look at the see if I can find the rail yard somewhere. There you are, found it. Just following it now. Yeah, that's the... Oh, I found the industry. Yeah. Go to explore. It doesn't say what the business is, or the industry, but it's pretty big. Still in existence today, so that's good. I think there's a video recently added to my playlist that was on Sherman Hill actually, so I'll give that a watch later. I think once we've arrived at the yard, I think we need to set the tankers out to different sidings. Not too far now on the chemical plant. Hey Ben Davis, nice to see you, hope you're well. Just doing some chemical switching in Sherman Hill. Just currently taking some tankers to the Wyoming chemical plant. You can just see it coming into focus, into view. Famously on when Sherman Hill released on Train Sim World 2, the big chimney of the chemical plant was put in Laramie Yard by an accident instead of the chemical plant. It was totally out of place. Why it was there, I have no idea. fixed, which is good. Right, coming into the chemical plant now. Right, track number 5. So, tickety boot. As far as the points, switches are concerned. So yeah, it's a pretty big chemical plant, that's for sure. Quite a few services with the SD40-2 serve the chemical plant. As you can see, some tankers have already been set out, ready for departure, to be filled. Yeah, I mean, I can understand, you know, I agree, Ben Davis. I mean, I can understand a fair few people saying, oh, we've got enough freight routes in the game as it is, US freight routes, that is, but I wouldn't mind to see another one by Norfolk Southern, or CSX, definitely. We haven't had a CSX freight route since the game was launched, I mean, you know, just like 6, 7, nearly 8 years ago now. So, one time we had a CSX route, another one. Unless Dovetail lost the license for it, I'm not sure. Excuse me. Good, break, don't go too far. There we go. Right, let's uncouple the tankers. Move away before it recouples again. Hopefully we'll set onto the right track. We'll just park there, I think. What do we have to do next? Okay. Oh wow, we've got quite a bit of switching to do actually. My goodness. More than I thought. Better get on with it now. Oh, really, game? Oh, so close. So close. That's better. Right. Presume we run around the tankers. Been there still, let's see. Just more free. Canada. Yeah, Canada would be quite good. I think you know, Canadian National over subdivision wasn't a good route, really. So I think it's fair that we have another Canadian route in Train Sim World, be it passenger or freight, or a combination of both. I think that's not the realms of impossibility. Within the realms of impossibility. I think there's a few Canadian routes in, well, freight routes, that is, in Train Sim Classic. I just can't remember what they are. I think there's Yellowhead Pass is one of them, I think. Which is, I think, apparently that is quite a good route. I think I watched a video on that once, one time. And it was pretty decent. I think it came out like 4 or 5 years ago. God, that makes me feel really old just saying that. The route said 4 or 5 years ago. Jesus, where's the time gone by? Right, do we come back up to the tankers? Yes, we do. Wait a second. Right. Got to reverse them back to the very, very back of the plant. That'll do. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Oh, sugar. Did I put it? I did. I was gonna say. Alright, so what we will do now is once we park the tankers here, we'll then split them in half and then take the other set of tankers into that side in there. So I have 2 sets of 4. That's the name of the game. Come on, we can make it. Let's keep going. Give him a little shove. There we go. You can hear the facility in full swing by the sound of it. Whoa, don't derail. Oh, that was close. I think I hit the buffers. I did. It's glitched through it. Right, let's... some couple full tankers. There we go. Right, now we'll just move a tad forward and then pop them on the other sides. Whoa, right, we're going too far. I did say brake. Please. There we go. Blimey, I've only got 4 tankers. Jesus, train's struggling. But again, we are on a downward gradient. Right, let's change the switches and park the next set of tankers in the designated site. Good. I think that will be that, yeah, it will be. Quite enjoyed this stream. It's nice to do something different, a bit of mainline running and some local switching. Very nice. Oh, perfect. Parked it perfectly that time. Just have a couple of the locomotives from the tankers and then park them up. I can be a Union Pacific switcher, local switcher. Sign me up. An Englishman, a Britishman doing American switching. There we are. Took me just under 33 minutes. Obviously, we went from Cheyenne to Wyoming sidings, and then at the chemical plant, we set out a set of tankers for later, to be taken away from a chemical plant to elsewhere in the western United States. But there we go. That concludes this stream. Quite a fun one, actually. Really enjoyed it. Some mainline running with the monstrous SD70 ACE, and I did some little local switching in the Cheyenne area with the SD40-2. But there we are. That concludes this stream on the wonderful Sherman Hill. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have as well. If you have, then feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you like what you've seen or heard, from this stream, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will be either on the 26th or the 27th of May 2024, and we'll still be focusing on the American content. Next up, we'll be taking a look at the passenger-only New York Harlem Light. So hopefully you could join me for that. If not, then I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Take care, have a good week, and I'll see you next time.